Willem. Willem!
No, you poopy trip. Brody, man, what's going on? Do you work here now?
Oh man, just hanging with TS.
Oh, TS.
Willem, what exactly are you doing?
Looking for the hidden picture.
If you stare at these things long enough, you're supposed to see some kind of hidden three-dimensional picture.
Oh, yeah, look, it's a sailboat.
You saw it too? Damn it!
What?
I've been staring at this thing for a week now, from opening till closing, and I can't see a goddamn thing!
You gotta relax your eyes.
Everyone sees this thing except me. But today's my day. I brought a lunch and a soda, and I'm not gonna leave until I see the sailboat everyone keeps talking about.
So, Willem, would you happen to know what this stage business is all about?
You're breaking my concentration.
Sorry, Willem.
Now I have to start all over again.
Good luck with that thing, Willem.
Yeah, man, remember, relax your eyes.
Wow, a sailboat.
Shut up.
What's he doing? Oh, well, if you stare at this poster for a few seconds, a hidden picture appears. Can we redo it, please? Please?
All right, go ahead. But hurry, Easter Bunny's waiting.
Wow, it's a schooner.
You dumb bastard. It's not a schooner, it's a sailboat.
A schooner is a sailboat, stupid head.
Hi everyone, we're just hanging out watching Mallrats and wanted to talk about the art here, how it doesn't really pop out at you necessarily right away, and that's kind of the nature of it. Several of you guys will be able to tell what this is, but there's quite a few of you guys that might not be able to. It's not easily seen right at first glance, and that's the nature of this art. And just kind of wanted to talk about that. And I'm not drunk, you're drunk. Here we have a beautiful portrait of a woman. You can see the little pokey nose coming out here, and I'll just give you a minute to look at that. And as we flip it over here, you'll see that same pointy nose. Believe it or not, all the details for that face are in there. It's just a little tough to see at first. You can see all these other little silhouettes that are poking out of the stone. So it's really just a matter of looking at the details, and a lot of us, including myself just a few years ago, were not able to look at the details. Well, I guess that's going somewhere. We're not able to look at the details of these stones until they're kind of pointed out to us. And that has been my experience with teaching other people how to see this art. Noticing that people just don't know to look for these details until they're told about them. And so that's why we teach this. And that's why we share it with other people. That's why we have to write labels on the stones that we give away. And you guys know you can email me and I'll eventually send you a box. Eventually. Takes a little while, but these are gripped like pistols. And you can see these bird head totems here, of course. Feels really good in the hand when you hold it. It's, I don't know. It just really feels nice to put your hands on something that was held by other people. It's just the way, especially the way that it fits. It's quite compelling. So a lot of people won't be able to see these human portraits on here because they don't look at the details. They're not able to see the socket eye, the headdress person. They just can't see it yet. And just want you guys to maintain your patience with these folks, because more and more of them are waking up every day. More and more of us are learning about it every day. And it is a little bit weird for us to think about stones that are pictured like mammoths. You can see the trunk of the mammoth here with its mammoth hump. But if we just use our logical brains, if we just think about it and understand that the time that we're now living in is much, much smaller a time than the Stone Age, the 300,000 years. You think about the history of America and you think about 250 years. Tomorrow is Flag Day. And some reason, we celebrate the flag. We celebrate our independence from colonial rule, from kings and queens, right? We don't have any kings. We don't have any queens. We are run by the people. We're supposed to be anyway. We're a democracy, right? So that people cannot change the laws unless we decide. We as human beings, us, me and Ulster Scott. You know, my family was brought here, or came here from Ulster. So I'm a Scots-Irish person, and we have a bit of a temperament. We've been fighting for a few generations, and we're a big portion of this country, a big portion of how this country became who it was. So, Andrew Jackson was an Ulster Scot. And if you guys don't know about the plantation and Scotland, Ireland, how we all became, if you're from that area, I urge you to understand your history because it wasn't that long ago. Yeah. And when we came over here to this country, we brought along with us artifacts. We brought what we called knowledge stones. So this is in my blood. And it's in your blood too. You see a rock. And I just want you to just use your imagination and think about what this rock might represent. You see it yet? Think of the ocean. Think of what you find on the ocean. It's a conch shell. This is a representation of a conch shell on a stone. Someone decided to build, they found the conch shell so beautiful that they made a stone version of it. This is crystal. On the other side, you can see the way it lights up. But looking at these details, you can see these ridges, how this represents a shell, just a seashell. Seashell. You're drunk. I'm not drunk. Just wanted to kind of make the comparison between those 3D art images, those little posters that we used to have back in the 90s. You guys remember those? I just wanted to kind of show that little snippet from that movie and just kind of show you a few of these easy to see artifacts so that you guys know that this is a real thing, that your human history goes back quite a long time, and the history is right here in the rocks. And then when you find these rocks, maybe you take a little bit of a closer look at them because they are kind of special. They do raise your awareness, and they let you really internalize how long ago and how far back your human history goes, how much work it must have taken for your ancestors to create what you are today. It probably took a long time, and don't let that go to waste, right? They didn't want you to, so. I don't want you to. Nobody wants you to. Do everything you can. I hope you guys go out Saturday, tomorrow, and wave your flag, red, white, and blue, for Flag Day, and let them know that we don't have kings or queens in this place, that we came here. We came here to do something, and we're going to do it. We're not going to let one person decide whether or not they want to follow the laws or not. We vote on things. We have laws and rules for a reason, and that's to stop kings and queens from taking over our lives. That's what drove us all here. The kings and queens is what drove us away. That's what starved us out of our lands. So, for the Scots Irish, for the Americans, I'll be out there tomorrow live streaming. You guys will see it. Talk to you soon.